This is that was weird. Psychic.
That was weird. What was that?
Did you see that? That was actually my hand.
That didn't look like a human hand.
It looked very
This is like reptilian.
Reptilian. That was so. But that was my hand. But
it's the lighting. It's the lighting.
But it's also the microscopic part of like what it.
Yeah, right.
You're not sure if I'm human, right?
The microscope on her iPhone.
Hi guys.
5?
How are you today?
What do you have?
6 Plus. Don't degrade my phone.
Sorry, I know you want to like resell it someday.
No, I don't care about that. I have all my iPhones.
Why am I so tall? The stool is like taller or something today, or I'm just taller.
I don't know.
Maybe that's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's the right. Hi guys, thank you for joining us. So, Jason and I have been trying to get together all day.
All freaking day.
And either I had a reading or he had a reading, and so finally.
Thank you for everyone who called or came up for readings. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you too.
Absolutely.
So, if you all don't know, Jason has a radio show on Block Talk Radio.
Why would they know that?
They don't.
But they do now.
But I'm teaching them.
That's right. This is a teachable moment.
And Jason's show is on...
What day? Oh, my radio show is called Wizard Talk.
Wizard Talk.
Wizard Talk. And
but you play the best music in the beginning. Like, seriously, he plays this music that's like...
It's pretty groovy.
You're like...
Down. Yeah.
Like, you know, you expect to have some incense going. Thank you for the blue hearts.
Blue hearts.
Is it that because you have listened to Jason's radio show? I hate my hair today, but oh well. I'll get over it.
The pink hearts, I don't know what that refers to, but they may have heard it. They may have heard it.
They may have heard it.
Thank you.
I think the blue hearts are in response to... And the pink hearts are in response to someone knowing about Jason's Blog Talk radio show on Thursdays. At what time, Jason?
3 p.m.
3
Pacific
p.m.
time.
Pacific.
Specifically time.
You do realize people do screw up those two. Well, we had trouble today with the word linguistic.
We meaning...
English is not my first language.
Yeah.
It is.
What is the word?
I can say the spelling, so it's linguistics.
Linguistics.
Oh,
beautiful.
Did it.
You did it.
Took 100 tries.
Right. She's been practicing all day.
But in any case, so I was listening to Jason's show.
Wizard Talk. Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Call in for your own personal readings.
On once a month. Once a month. I usually have guests. You know, because the show is about tapping into one's own inner wizard, you know, so that they can create the magic for their own life. And so I will talk to people, guests. They range from authors, artists, musicians, readers, you know, people that are...
Other readers, too? I was on his show.
Yeah, Tracey was on my show. Tracey is the one who got me started.
Oh, he tries to give me credit all the time. I don't need the credit.
But it is true. It is the truth.
I'm all day, every day psychic. That's all I care about.
Okay.
But in any case...
But not every psychic has their own show.
That's right.
You know,
Me and Jason
You do like the YouTube, you do, you know, Periscope.
Everything is psychic for me.
Blog Talk.
Tracy, you crack me up when you use the camera as a mirror.
It's funny, I'm talking about my show and I don't even like realize that Tracy's like, you know, do you need to apply like a makeup?
Yeah, I do. There are times when it's just like I put makeup on.
Right. Okay. Why don't you talk so
No. Jason usually dresses up, and today you only put in one little, you know, you didn't put in a knot in. But
like
while we have the people,
like knot and all that. That's all right.
He usually dresses up, and his version of dressing up is to, you know, dress up his beard.
It's like wearing a tie when I like put my beard in a knot. Because not most, you know, most guys they have shorter beards. They're not able to put their beard in a knot.
But you're a wizard, so you must have a long beard.
A wizard.
However, Jason, I was listening to your show, and there was a theme
Yes.
that kept coming up in all of your readings, which was
the Dark
Lord.
In the Wizard's Tarot, the Dark Lord is representative of the devil. And
it kept coming up in his readings with different people.
Yeah, with different questions. It was relationship questions. It was relocation questions and all. And the Dark Lord is, like the Devil card, is a card of control. And it's control that is too controlly.
One of my words.
I know that.
Right.
No, I had no idea.
No, it's not. I make up words.
I know. I just felt the freedom to make up a word.
That's right.
It's not
too
that
controlly. I like
too
it actually.
Controlly.
See, they liked it too.
Thank
too
you.
controlly.
Thank you. Like the word controlly. So the Dark Lord is this card in the Wizard's Tarot.
Let me see. The Dark Lord. Oh.
And instead of people like in the classic decks being bound, these are like real base creatures there. And the underlying theme of the card or the message is
really pretty.
that which we seek to control ends up controlling us. So it taps into addiction. Let's say someone wants to alleviate stress in their life, so they turn to recreational drugs or alcohol, something like that. And it's like the more that we take these things to control our stress, they end up being the things that start controlling us.
And that's why sometimes a card like this, which in other decks is the devil, but I like yours better, Jason, because it's the Dark Lord. And I get that better because at some point when we have addiction issues, and also could be romantic issues. God, you guys are still there. Thank God. I got a phone call. So now I know to put on airplane mode.
Something, yeah.
But this also means that the addiction overrides the person at some point. Now, why in your deck do they use toads? Do you know?
Well, I think that the person who ends up being controlled by their addiction and all, they're tapping into like this base nature, this part of themselves that is not their highest expression. They get trapped, in a form that is
unlike their own.
It's definitely their base nature. They're not able to rise up to be their best selves. Not that they can't eventually, because that's the beauty of the Devil card too, is that once we realize that we're in a state of addiction or where we're not tapping into our best self, we can start making the effort to get to a place of raising our vibration, of just raising ourselves out of the mire, out of the muck.
But we have to know that we're here at some point, or is it kind of
Absolutely.
hitting rock bottom?
Yeah, I mean, it can lead to that. Certainly, that is the place where one has the most wherewithal to start making the journey back up.
I noticed that there are two pillars of fire here. So, does it become like the passion for the addiction high, and do you have to douse the fire in order to win over the addiction?
Fire is a tricky substance because it's unpredictable.
Oh, that's a good point.
When it's in a contained space and all, it can give heat, can give light and all. When it's not, when it grows, it can consume you.
Oh, good point. I'm also noticing that there's light in the back, which is different. This isn't fire, guys. If you could see it, it's kind of just light in the back. Is that representative? Turn around and there's light there, like release the addiction.
Yeah,
right.
I hadn't heard that. But the two pillars too. It can indicate balance as well, where we need to come back into a state of balance.
Okay, I get that.
part of what was really interesting about this last radio show where this card came up quite a bit was, it's like when you're reading, as a reader, when you're reading, and these darker cards come up, the heavier cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's incumbent on the person who is reading to really take ownership of the fact that the card has come up and start to address it,
right,
rather than shy away from it, rather than try to sugarcoat something or
deal with it,
because usually there's something really quite heavy or of importance that needs to come into the equation there. You look good, by the way, Tracey.
Well, I wanted to tell you that I am...
Speaking of addictions,
no,
Tracey's addicted to stevia.
Well,
brought to you by the makers of... Who's our sponsor?
We don't have one.
It should be stevia.
Stevia.
We both use it. Look how...
Well, I'm on to stevia now.
You what?
I am on to stevia. I'm relinquishing Splendor, Equal, sugar.
But when you put it like that, when you say I'm on to them, like they're like they have some ruse going.
No.
You've exposed them.
I mean, I'm on the bandwagon of stevia.
Nice. Am I shedding?
No, I'm shedding.
You're
You
shedding.
can't tell
Okay.
which hair is shedding.
Mine would be about 5 feet long.
Okay.
Usually, that's like that's just the danger of.
But I'm on to stevia, so
Okay.
I'm liking it. It's a healthy replacement. I also found that when I take Equal at night with my favorite drink I told you that I was making everybody, but somebody said it was like moonshine. And when I use Equal to sweeten it, it actually affects my throat. So I'm finding that
So Equal was
it's the culprit of my throat issues.
Oh boy. That's
Like
really
it
good
was
awareness.
obvious. It was obvious. Like I did it on Sunday before I went to bed. I did not have a single throat problem. I drank my favorite moonshine, which isn't moonshine. It's a joke. One of the Periscope was like, "You're drinking moonshine," but it really isn't. But and I sweetened it with 3 packets of the blue,
Right.
and constantly. And I was like, "Oh."
So
I've got to listen to my body.
Yeah.
And so I've been against stevia because somebody gave it to me and I thought it tastes nasty, but it's healthier than what, so I'm liking it today.